Welcome everyone to episode 89 of the COD Casuals. We're your host, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
How you doing, Mike?
Good.
Always good.
Yeah, no, there's never been a time where like, how we doing bad?
Yeah, no, there hasn't been a time. 89 episodes.
Yeah, can you imagine? Start off, man, not good, bro.
Yeah.
Day was awful. No, we were saying that, the darkness is kind of settling in the AM. I mean, right now we're doing this and it's 6 o'clock and it's already pretty dark out.
Yeah, it's pitch black.
But yeah, dude, it's just when it's dark and it's raining too, like it's been all day, it's been kind of 50-50 rain.
Yeah.
It's been a bummer. I was did not want to wake up this morning. I was like, I want to stay in bed and just play like MW2 all day. You know? But otherwise, though, doing pretty good. How about yourself, bro? You chilling?
Yeah, I've been good.
Hell
yeah. Work was fine. You know. So I was gonna sign off today from work, and some issue came up, and I was like, crap. I gotta figure this out. I'm dealing with it later.
And then, you gotta sign on after doing this too, which is
I'm hoping it's just
something small.
Yeah, but
yeah, dude,
it is what it is.
Can't really complain about it.
Yeah.
Now I'm pretty stoked though for this week because when is it coming out now? Is it Thursday or? Oh yeah, it's Thursday.
Yeah.
Multiplayer drops.
Yeah, Thursday.
Friday.
Technically Friday. Yeah,
technically
so like
Friday.
Midnight.
Technically Friday. MW2 is coming out. Yeah. I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, I am too. Multiplayer.
I know, dude.
I'm so excited.
Like, bro, every day we're playing Vanguard still.
Yeah.
And we're gonna play it up until probably Wednesday night. Yeah, Wednesday will be our last day.
Wednesday will be officially the last day. Even though, like, we literally hop on and play like 2v2s for like an hour.
Yeah,
if that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just to keep the
hands kind of fresh. Yeah. But, dude, I'm speaking for everybody here. I'm so ready for MW2.
Yeah,
I'm like. I don't even really think about Vanguard anymore. Like, we play the 2v2s and we're just on autopilot smoking everybody.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it.
Yeah.
And especially, too, because the campaign, the early release dropped, which we talked about last week. We were talking about our expectations for it.
Yeah.
And just hoping that it was going to be good.
Yeah.
Which we'll jump into in a minute.
Yeah.
But a couple things that kind of came out, which I thought were really cool, were some of the camos got dropped for the multiplayer.
Yeah, a couple camos got dropped and some were leaked.
Yeah. So I was pleasantly surprised to see that all the camos got leaked, and then especially the gold one. Like, the gold camo's always there.
Yeah.
Dude, gold looks good in this game.
Yeah. It looks shiny.
Yeah.
Actually shiny.
It looks very shiny.
Not dull like the past couple Call of Duties.
Well, you know what I like too? I went and replied to it on Twitter. Is some guy, I guess they were in like not the gunsmith, but they were in like the shooting range or something like that, where you can try out the guns.
Yeah.
Dude, the fact that the attachments are gold as well.
Yeah.
Like it's such a small thing, but it's such a big thing for me because I hated seeing a gun gold and then you have the ACOG sight and it's just this like dark gray or black.
Yeah, like it's just a stock body.
Yeah.
It's gold, and then you change like any of the attachments and it's whatever color the attachment is.
Yeah, the attachments were never added in,
Yeah.
It's just an extra step.
Yeah.
That I'm glad that they took. The gold looks really good though in this game.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know which. I mean, it always brings it up now because when they show the gold camos, which one has the best or which COD has the best gold camo? Dude, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
I see that all the time.
I mean, like, I don't really go for camos that much. I mean,
when you have to,
when I have to, yeah. I mean, like, I really like the MW3 gold because
really good.
Those guns were like actually all gold, like you're saying. BO4, I got all the guns gold. But, like, in that game, not the entire thing wasn't gold.
Yeah.
And, like, some of them were all gold, and then some of them weren't.
Yeah. Now, I liked MW3's gold was really good. I liked COD 4. COD 4 had a really, really good gold camo.
Yeah.
But it just sucked because you couldn't get it on everything.
Yeah.
Like, and some of them were pretty bad. Like, there was a few, like the Mini Uzi and the AK-47, like they looked great.
Yeah.
But then you had guns like the Dragunov that was gold.
Yeah.
And they half-assed it.
Yeah.
Like it looked so bad. There was only like one little bit of it that was camoed.
Yeah.
And that was the gold. I was like, really?
But Black Ops 1 had good gold camos too.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. It did. And you bought the gold camos in that too, didn't you?
Yeah, with your coins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back before.
that you earned.
Dude, I don't know if it's a hot take. Bring that back.
Yeah, that was fun, like wagering those.
Oh, dude, that was some of the most fun.
Yeah.
Doing that.
High stakes.
Oh my God. Yeah. Like where they have the wager matches, but they had the highest one. Wasn't it called like High Roller?
Yeah, High Roller, yeah. It was like 10,000 points.
Yeah, to buy in. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And if you lost,
yeah, bro.
Like,
devastated.
Yeah.
No, that's underrated.
That is.
That was the only time they did that too.
Yeah, yeah.
And they should have kept it. Yeah, because I don't know, maybe it was like gambling or something,
Yeah, I'm sure that's part of it.
Yeah, well, that's not a problem in gaming nowadays, though, is it? Not at all.
Yeah.
So. But, no, they had so most of the camos came out. They had a few extra ones. Like the gold camo, there's one's called platinum. Then there's some dark matter looking one, and then they said there's a space camo.
Yeah, I think the space camo, I don't know if it's like regular, like default for a lot of weapons.
Yeah.
Or I know some of the camos were part of like the mastery set.
Yeah.
Whatever, but it seems like they have a lot of camos in this game for each gun.
Yeah.
But I hope the challenges aren't annoying to get.
Yeah.
I would hope the majority, like I'm going to go back to Black Ops 4. I really like how Black Ops 4 had like the default camos for every single gun.
Yeah.
And it was like I'm pretty sure it was like the max was get like 500 headshots or something like that. I can't remember. Maybe it was 1,000.
Yeah.
1,000 seems a little too high.
That does seem like a ton.
It was probably like 300 or something,
okay.
Or 500. But then they had like extra camos that you could get by like get 200 kills with no attachments, something like that.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they'll do something like that.
Yeah, I wonder what the challenges are going to be like for them. I mean, seeing the ones for gold, like gold looks really good, and then platinum looks like looks all right.
It's hard to show like platinum, and like platinum's cool, but it's just silver.
Yeah, like when they do it in there, you want like that super shiny, like that super shiny silver,
Yeah.
Which hopefully it looks like, and then dark matter. I mean, if it's going to be like every other dark matter I think of, which is like purple and black,
and moving, and stuff like,
it'll look pretty cool.
Yeah.
So those are a little exciting things.
Yeah, no, it's a good start.
Yeah, the one that was kind of weird though and had me confused was the other set of camos, the CDL camos.
Yeah, I don't know if those were actually true or not. I saw them.
Well, the page that I saw, it didn't even seem like it was a rumor. It was like, this is what they're going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's from what we've seen.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw like the Boston Breach camo, and I mean, we're going to get it, but again, I don't know what to say. They're bland.
Yeah, I'll keep it a stack.
Yeah.
They kind of blow.
I do like. We're looking at Mike's computer right now. They do look better than Vanguards. I'll say that.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And they look better than MW19.
Yes, that's true.
But that's also not saying much.
Yeah. So the bar is pretty low for brighter. Where they are. Yeah.
They're brighter, and they cover the entire weapon, like you're saying.
Yeah.
So I guess that is a plus.
Yeah.
But it really seemed like they just came with like a default like pattern, and they just threw everyone's like color on it.
Yeah, when you say colors too, that's where some of my confusion lies.
Yeah.
Because some of these teams, I don't get it. Like you're looking right now, like, and for some people who've seen it, maybe we can throw like a photo up or something of it. Is the one in the top left that's like bright red, gray, and black, is that LA Thieves or is that FaZe? And then two below that, is that Thieves or FaZe? Because the one in the bottom right of it, which is like all orange and black, that's got to be the Vegas Legion.
Yeah. I would assume the top left. We got to mark like So, well, I'll definitely throw this up.
Yeah,
so
we'll
you
just
guys
have a
can,
quick.
Yeah. I would say that's Thieves, and then the red, white, and black is FaZe.
Yeah, that's what I would think too.
Yeah.
But like some of these, when I see them, I don't know, they're just like a little, they're bland and they're kind of confusing. Like this one here, there's the like in the first row, second one with like the light blue, and then there's ones all black. Like I've heard that this is Boston Breach, and that's Seattle Surge, and I've heard the opposite. Like
I heard the other way.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know, so I'm like, you know,
yeah. I don't. Again, like this is what we've seen.
Yeah.
Also, could be like completely wrong.
Yeah, watch them actually be really, really good and like not these.
I don't know why they don't just take like the CDL logos and put them like. Why don't you put it like on the weapon somewhere too?
Yeah,
like because the past 3 games the logo isn't on there.
Yeah,
it's just like a pattern with the colors.
Yeah, no, I don't get that either. You know, it would be cool to have the team logo right on it.
I get why like they want to just take a pattern and just put all the colors because it makes it quick.
Yeah,
instead of what they should do is reach out to every single team and like every single team and be like, hey, do you want to like create like your own artwork or something?
Yeah,
like here are the guidelines, like just do it and then send it to us and we'll put it in the game. That's what they should do. I get why they don't, but
yeah, it's a lot of extra work.
And it delays, you know, putting this stuff in unless all the teams agree like, all right, it needs to be done by this date, and if it's not done, then we're just gonna go with the default.
Yeah, whatever the default one that they give you.
Yeah.
No, that would make sense. I mean,
because I would pay an extra $10 for like a custom breach one.
Yeah.
I totally would.
Yeah, I just think there's so much cool stuff that they could do with it, with the camos. I mean, we've seen it in past years, where they've had camos. Like, I mean, this is again before Vanguard, before MW, before Cold War, like any of those.
Yeah.
There were some that had really, really cool camos for the teams.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, were they ever designed by the teams?
Like the recent ones or the old ones?
Older ones.
In Advanced Warfare, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Optic had their own.
Yeah. And I remember in Advanced Warfare, that's the one that everyone puts up at the top of the pedestal.
Yeah. That was like the first time they had like an in-person or like a team in the game.
Yeah.
Like, that was a huge like milestone for everyone.
Like they had the camo and they had like the whole exosuit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it looked sick.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's going to be the same thing with the outfits that they wear in the game. It's just going to be that color, and there's just going to be a little badge there that says, you know, breach.
I hope it's not that. I hope it's like, it's cooler than that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
I have a feeling it's going to be the standard that they've done over the past couple of years. Yeah. Just because I don't see why they would all of a sudden change that up. You know, if they did, it'd be great. But
but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's cool stuff with the camos. I do like rocking team camos. Obviously, just Boston Breach is the main one we're gonna buy.
Yep.
We probably might buy Optic. You know, gotta support any of the green teams.
Yeah,
but yeah, like whichever one Boston Breach is, like not even the bias, like whether it's the light blue or the darker one, those are sick. Like they do. I like the colors of them.
Yeah,
you know. So be looking for it. They'll take my cash.
Let us know what you guys think. I'll put the.
We'll have the image up there. Yeah. Which one of them's your favorite?
Yeah. What's your favorite?
And if you can figure out which team is which with some of those, because they do get confusing.
But like the main topic that we want to talk about today, right, is I'm going to put it in the title too, and right now. There will be spoilers ahead of this, so if you haven't played the MW2 campaign, stop right here. This is your warning, because we're going to be talking about the entire campaign. We're not going to go through mission by mission. We're going to talk about, you know, our favorite stuff about the game, but we're just going to talk about what we liked about the campaign overall. But again, spoiler alert right here, last and final chance to leave.
So if you haven't, this has been episode 89 of the COD Casuals, where your host see in episode 90.
But if you're listening past this, then
we will put the timestamp at the end for when we stop talking about it, because that'll be our outro. Okay, so overall, like right off the rip, what you think about it?
So I enjoyed this campaign a lot. I think it was one of the better campaigns in the past couple of years, honestly. It felt like an old, like, you know, Modern Warfare with obviously like enhanced graphics and, you know, things like that. But it did feel like an old Call of Duty again. Yeah. How about you?
I totally agree. It was weird. I had a feeling from the videos that we'd seen, like any of the, not trailers, but the gameplay trailers that they were showing. I had a feeling it was going to be a lot heavier. and almost like Battlefield-esque kind of feeling, you know, since they're going for that more realistic approach.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of times where it really felt it made you feel like you were playing MW2, you know?
Yeah.
It had like a really good, it had a good kind of throwback feel. We were talking about this last night, and it was hard for me to explain it. But it's almost like this game, like the graphics and the style of it, it wasn't super perfect.
Yeah.
It was like a little off.
Yeah.
You know?
It was like, we're not talking about like all the scenes that were out of the cinematic scenes.
Yeah.
Like loading into like a mission.
Yeah. Like, because the in-game or the cutscenes, like in the like movie cutscenes, you call them? I mean, they were incredible.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you could tell how many days it was since that guy Vasquez shaved.
No,
like literally. I was like looking, I was like, Jesus Christ, bro.
This is a video game?
Yeah, like, dude, you can see the dead skin flakes.
And then it cuts to like you going into the mission, and then like it looks like a video game.
Yeah, it wasn't too high def. I mean, that's us playing on PS5s.
Yeah.
It didn't seem too crazy.
Yeah.
Which I liked for whatever reason.
Like it felt like the old Call of Duty.
It felt this game for me, like I'm sure they didn't do it on purpose, but there was way more of an emphasis on the mission, like mission diversity and story over just having a really pretty game.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
I would agree.
There were some missions in this game that were really, like, I would say most of them were really nice, like looking. But yeah, every mission for me, I just played it and beat it yesterday, which we both beat the campaign.
Yeah.
In 2 days.
Yeah.
I think it took us, I would say for me, probably took like 5.5 hours, 6 hours.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's probably around where I did it too.
Yeah.
Campaigns, like, I mean, all Call of Duty campaigns are pretty short.
Yeah.
I started playing at 10 p.m. on like a Saturday and played till 2 a.m.
Wise choice.
Yeah. Because I have to get it done. Have to be loyal to everyone listening.
Can't fake it.
And I got like 13 or something missions done, something like that.
Yeah, so
and then I just finished the rest on Sunday.
So campaign is 17 missions?
Yep. Yeah, so campaign's total 17 missions. Not bad at all. Each mission, the first, like, honestly, like 10 are pretty short. Like, you could probably get them done within like 10 to 30 minutes. And then I feel like the last, I want to say like 4 to 5 missions, they take longer.
Yeah. So in my first playthrough, it was about 3 hours I played, and I got up to mission 9.
Yeah.
Which was the probably, I would say, one of my favorite missions, which was the I don't know, it was called Gillied Up, but it was harkening back to the all Gillied Up mission from COD 4, where it's Gaz and Price, and they're in the ghillie suits. You know, just fucking shit up, which was cool.
No, that I haven't read. It was called Recon by Fire.
Recon by Fire. Yeah. Okay, that's what it was.
And that mission was Gaz and Price, they were trying to infiltrate a base to retrieve like missiles.
Yeah. Super sick.
Yeah, it was cool. I really like that mission too.
Before we go into the missions, overall, this campaign, hard.
Yeah. We'll talk about
this. This campaign, man, I was stunned. Okay, I thought, my hands turned into ice cubes.
Yeah,
I thought, 24, gotta call it. I can't even play a campaign anymore. Then I start talking to you, see people online. Everybody says that this campaign is very hard. If you haven't played it and you're still listening through this, 100% right. This campaign is way harder than any COD campaign I've ever played.
This is easily the hardest campaign.
Yeah.
Like, in any Call of Duty. And we're talking like playing on regular.
Yeah.
Not on hardened.
Yeah, no.
Like strictly regular. And I wonder what it's like on like easy. Because easy is probably what the other Call of Duties felt like. Maybe. I don't know. Regular was I wouldn't say like you and I like struggled going through it. It was a little more difficult. Like you would die really, really fast.
Yeah, there were parts for sure. Like, I mean, again, the way we play, I mean, I'll speak for myself. I play this way. Maybe you can say if you agree or not. Is when I do certain things, I want to do a mission a certain way.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I have a certain idea of how I want to do whatever task is in front of me. And if I can't do it, then I'll die.
Yeah.
And I keep doing it over and over again.
Yeah.
You know, and just in general, there's certain spots where, like, they have you do something, and I would die so many times.
Yeah.
You know? Way more than, like, maybe, like, other games, I would die, like, once or twice. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, I'll figure it out. Dude, this game, like, there were parts I died, no lie, probably 10, 15 times.
Yeah, there are times like that for me, too.
Yeah.
Like, the gillied up one. There was, like, the last section of that where you had to clear out, the house at the end. Like, you did the hangar, and then you did the little garage, and then you go into that house. I died, like, at least 10 times doing that. And I don't know why. Like, I just couldn't get past that. Granted, it was, like, 1 a.m. when I was doing it, and I was just getting so frustrated.
Right.
I'm like, all right. Like, I'm literally on top of the roof, like, shooting through the windows and stuff, trying to pick everyone off.
Yeah.
And I just kept dying because the Juggernaut guys come.
Oh,
with the armor or whatever. And, like, if you don't hit them right in the head, like, they'll kill you.
Yeah, you get smoked.
Yeah. But the AI in this game, they're no joke. The AI that they're talking about, like, they do a pretty good job of, like, hiding and, like, shooting you.
Yeah, they do a really good job, which I like. I mean, that's more of the realistic aspect of it.
Yeah.
The way that they play, their, like, ability to see you. Like, there were times in that Gillied Up mission where you have to, like, lay down and navigate. There were. Like, it would go yellow for me, and they're, like, not even that close.
Yeah.
I said, like, they're getting close, but yeah, they would spot
like,
me.
Like, you, like, slightly move a little bit. Like, you would get away with it in, like, the older CODs.
Yeah.
And in this, like, they hear everything.
Yeah. Like, when Price says to you, like, make very small movements. Yeah, he ain't lying, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you
very
barely move that stick, and they're like, what the?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And then you get destroyed.
Yeah.
Bullets. You definitely can't, I mean... I'm sure some of you guys have already played it, but yeah, you can run through and just start sliding around and, like,
slide cancel.
Yeah, and you know, kill your enemies and stuff. But you're gonna die a lot more.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So difficulty was there.
I did enjoy it, like, being like that. But yeah, no, definitely in the beginning, I was shocked. I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah,
like, why?
I was. Yeah, I felt like I got flashbanged. I was like, I can't even believe how difficult this is.
Yeah.
It was just way, you know, because again, our expectations for most of these campaigns, like we talked about last episode, most of those, I'd say all of them, not most, all of them are, like, pretty easy.
Yeah,
you know?
pretty standard. You just go through and play. Maybe, like you said, you'll die like a handful of times.
Yeah, I would say, like, and throughout the entire campaign, you maybe die 10 times. You know, like, if that. Yeah. This, like, there were times where I remember doing, like, one thing, and I would die 10 times.
Yeah.
You know, on one part of a mission. Yeah. So it was a lot harder. The missions, though, like the variety of missions.
You got any favorite missions? We talked about Recon by Fire already. So that mission, like, I'll give a little more detail. Like, again, you're playing as Gaz, and you're in a ghillie suit, and Price is, like, helping you snipe over this camp that is holding missiles. And he's just guiding you, like, you know, snipe this person, like, 2 notches up, 3 notches up, whatever. Yeah. But that was, like, super cool. It was so satisfying, like, getting the shots.
Well, I like, too, that they said that with the 2 notches up or 3 notches up. Yeah. It gives an element of realism. Instead of you being, you know, half a mile away, and you just have it aimed in, you know, like, right on the reticle, and you kill them. So that was a cool thing.
Yeah, and that mission too, if you guys played, like, let me know. There was one part where, like, you know, you're heading down, like, to the camp, whatever, and then, like, enemies start driving up. Oh, yeah. And Price is like, oh, lay low, you know, hide. And so the first wave, like, I did that, and I got away. Yeah. Second time I did that, I was like, okay, I'm just going to go all the way around the mountain. Right. So I went all the way around. But,
took
like,
an hour.
The cue, well, no. But I guess, like, the sound cue or something, like, it didn't trigger because Price would say, like, oh, you're good to go. You're clear to go. Yeah. But I just went in and, like, I was fine. Right. And then when you go and clear the garage in the house, right, where I was dying over and over, Price is like, oh, they see you. Like, and I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah. Like, I just killed everyone in the garage. And then I look back up the mountain, and I see, like, 6 of the Juggernaut guys, like, trying to run back to me. Right. And I'm like, okay, that something, like, is just like a little buggy about that.
Right
there, it wasn't like. Actually, no, it was annoying.
No, dude, absolutely.
I walked all the way past them. How are you telling me they see me all the way at the top of the mountain and they're coming back?
Yeah, there's no way.
That was a little annoying, but that was one of my favorite missions.
Okay. I would agree. That one was up there for me. Mm-hmm. Another mission that I really liked. Do you have all the names of the missions?
I just got my favorite ones.
Yeah, one of my favorites was, I think it was the second to last mission. Second or third to last mission. It's the prison break one where you have to break out Alejandro.
Yeah, it's called Prison Break.
Yeah. The prison break one. What's it called? Prison Break. That one was up there too, because I like the stealth aspect of it. That was one of my favorites, and then I think it was in that mission as well where you had to go and control the cameras, and Ghost had to go and navigate.
Yeah.
I like that.
That was cool. Yeah,
that's being like his eyes.
Yeah,
that's really fun.
Yeah, that was I think it was part of Ghost Team. I might be wrong.
That one.
Yeah,
were they Ghost Team yet?
Or Ghost Team actually was second to last mission, so it wasn't that. But I know what you're talking about.
Because the Ghost Team is when you spoiler alert, when you kill what's his name at the end there,
Hassan.
No, the second to last mission. That guy, the American who turns on you.
Graves.
Yeah,
Graves.
Yeah. That's, I think, prior to that mission is when you turn to the Ghost Team.
Yeah.
But no, that prison break mission, that's up there as well as the Lights Out. Is that what? No, the Gillied Up mission. What was it called again?
Recon by Fire.
Yeah, Recon by Fire.
Yeah.
Those two, I would say, were my favorite missions.
Yeah, mine would be the Recon by Fire and Alone, which is the one Soap gets shot by Graves because Graves betrays the Ghost Team, and then he falls down and goes into favela, a little area basically, and you're running through with no weapon. And you have to survive and find a bunch of parts and craft things to get through. That was one of my favorite ones because, again, it was really stealthy and it was dark, gritty, moody.
Yeah,
those missions,
and it was tough too. You know?
Yeah.
It really challenged you. Yeah. Which again, the difficulty with the game, I liked that they did challenge you. Certain parts, you had to really think.
Yeah.
It was just enough. It wasn't too much where you were that's such BS as to why you were dying. Something that this game did that I think, it's got to be one of the only campaigns that's ever done it, is the integration of the other modes that are coming to this game.
I was going to point that out too.
That huge thing for them, you know?
Yeah, because this game, if you play the campaign, you'll feel Warzone and the DMZ mode.
Yeah.
I personally think they already created all those maps and they just literally threw you in a mission in it.
Yeah.
Because that game mode alone, when you're running through trying to craft everything, that's going to be in DMZ.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're going to be doing, and all those craftable items, you're already doing it.
Yeah.
And the Gillied Up mission, that is 100% Warzone. That will be in Warzone.
There's no way. Yeah, quote us right now. There's no way that's not, because that map was huge.
Yeah,
that. I was telling you when playing that, it was weird because they're like, "Oh yeah, go down there." I'm like, "Damn!" You have to hike. You know? It felt like Warzone. You know, it's not like it's only 100 meters away or 200 meters. You had to go for a long time uninterrupted.
Yeah, and the favela area where you're playing as Soap for the DMZ mode, I'm sure that area stuff's gonna be blocked off, but it's gonna be part of it,
right?
Because there are little nooks and crannies where you could go find items and stuff,
right?
And I mean that's what a DMZ game mode is.
Yeah,
I'm really excited for that game mode because you can play you're supposed to play campy,
right?
Because if imagine sneaking into a store and you see some guy rummaging around grabbing stuff and he has no idea and it's just dark. And in that campaign too, you found a headlamp, and there are times I'm going through, I'm holy shit, it's pitch black, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
Imagine turning your head and you just see someone a guy there, and you're oh shit, he doesn't see me.
Dude, it's funny you say it about the darkness. There was a point when doing that, bro, I was stuck. I was like, for not like super long, you know, and I'm not just trying to make myself feel better. It was maybe like 5 minutes. I was like, dude, where do I go? Because you go down, it was up on like the second floor of a house.
Yeah.
And you go downstairs and there's a guy at the door.
Yeah.
And I was like, do I like shank this guy or something?
Yeah.
No. But there was a door upstairs and I just didn't see it because it was in pitch black.
Yeah,
like you had to throw the headlight on. Now that doing that with the DMZ mode, that was sick. I mean,
yeah,
I'm gonna have a bunch of fun with that. Like, we'll be loving it.
I'm excited for that. But yeah, no, the game having all those the other 2 game modes integrated in there, like you can clearly tell that they did that on purpose.
Yeah, and they did the and I think it's one of the first campaigns too with like actual driving in it. You know, don't quote me on that. So I know MW2, you did get to control a boat, and you did get to control a snowmobile.
Yeah.
But for like an actual car that you were driving around, like for an extended period of time, like in that, remember that mission with the convoy? Like, that was where you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there one?
I think there was one in MW19.
Were you driving a car?
It might have been a motorcycle, but it was like.
Could be.
Because I think there was, yeah. Because I feel like that they would have. Because in Vanguard, you were flying a plane.
Yeah, Vanguard, Vanguard, you do fly a plane. Okay, scratch that, bro. Sorry. First time. This is the first time you drive a truck.
A truck. Yeah, there you go.
The driving in this. I saw people roasting it. I'm like, shut up.
It was literally, I saw that too. Like, it's a section of a mission. Like,
I don't care.
And they added like a couple, their mines in the road, which I hit a few times. I'm like, dude, because the mines, like, I mean, they did this on purpose. Like, cars would be coming on the oncoming lane, and they blow up, and they swerve into you. I'm like, oh my God.
Bro, there were times I was dying laughing how I would die. Like, that shit would happen.
Yeah.
A car would blow up. It would go into my, like, crash into me, mess me up, and then put me into a mine. I'm like,
dude. Yeah.
It's like, I was so pissed.
That mission too, it, like, if you, I mean, I guess if you're playing and you get disoriented, like, that sucks about it, but like you're falling out of the helicopter and wrapped up and you're upside down trying to aim and like shoot enemies. I was like, okay, this is trippy. Like, this is cool, but
it was so weird.
I had to like lean into the computer and like look. I'm like, is this a person?
Bro, you hang yourself upside down. You're looking at it. No, that was a really cool mission. It was a bit like, for me, it was a little too much of the driving. After a while, it's kind of like, all right, like, I get it, but that's just a me thing.
I'm glad it was only that one mission.
No, I agree. That's what was really good about it. Like, the whole the campaign as a whole, adding this stuff in, it was just like little samples. Like the driving thing. Like, it's cool. They've got, I don't know if they had it in the original Warzone. The, like, you could aim out the window. Like, you could lean out the window, and then you could go and jump out on top. I don't think you could do that.
You can lean, like, in Warzone, or like in Warzone you can lean out and stuff and shoot.
You can do that. Okay. Because I liked how they did that, just kind of showing off their new like driving, how it's going to be for Warzone. But they didn't bombard you with it.
And then like another mission I liked too was, I mean, the ending, what was it called? The countdown. It was like so you're hunting this guy Hassan, right? Basically, the whole story is like hunting down Hassan.
I think that was a map in Modern Warfare.
Hassan.
No, MW.
Oh, and there's a part where it's DMZ again.
Yep.
You're in Chicago, and you have to defuse like the missile, because the missile already launched out of Chicago, and it was going to DC and stuff. And you get like the control box, and you have no weapons for like whatever reason. You just have no weapons, and you're like trying to run around this construction site.
Oh, it's because you fall down the elevator. That's why.
And your weapon's gone.
Yeah.
I'm just saying though, like, you're a military guy. You don't
have a spare? You got
one? Do you not have a knife?
Yeah, you don't got an ankle, like a little ankle gun, something?
I don't know.
Unrealistic. 2 out of 10 trash game.
But
thoughts,
dude, I died like twice, like, because I'm like, where am I supposed to run?
Yeah,
like I was running down the hallway, and then 2 guys came. I'm like, okay, I'm not supposed to go there. I'm supposed to go backwards. Then I realized that I could go left into like a different area.
Yeah.
I literally ran into a room, shut the door, and just opened up the control pad, and like I could just hear everyone around me, and I was like, oh my god, if they come in here, I'm screwed.
Yeah, and then like a little bit later, I start playing like Microwave Simulator. I'm like throwing shards into a microwave, just like tapping them away.
Yeah. And for a while, like I was like, what am I supposed to do? Like, how am I supposed to get a weapon?
Yeah.
Then I crafted like a pry tool and found like a box cutter.
Yeah.
One of the tools, and then all right, like I got a weapon and stuff after that. And then the final ending scene, where you like kill Hassan. I was telling you yesterday, it was like mirroring like MW2.
Yeah.
When you save price and stuff,
right?
Throwing knife.
Oh yeah. With Shepard.
Shepard, yeah. And in this, Hassan tackles you as Soap and like bringing you to the edge of the building to throw you off, and then you play as Ghost one time, and you have to hit this one shot.
Yeah.
And I hope everybody that played it like hit it the first time, because that would suck if you missed.
A total immersion killer.
Yeah, because in MW2 I missed the throwing knife.
Oh,
because I didn't know what to do.
Did you shake Price? Or did you just throw it off into space?
No, because I thought I had more than one, and I wasn't ready, so I just like I wasn't ready for it, and I hit the what is it, like R2?
Yeah,
hit R2 by mistake, and it went right by him, and then like nothing happened. I'm like,
oh no.
And then he killed Price.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I got to restart again.
Yeah, try it again.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like me in the first mission, bro. Mm-hmm. When you have to guide the missile through the cavern.
Yeah.
And all that. And I literally missed where you oh, dude, it was so bad. I was like, am I drunk right now? Like, I literally put my controller down, hands in my head. I'm like, oh my god, dude! Like, I was so close.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, this is a huge missile. And I see the explosion. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
It's like, 100 feet over here. That doesn't kill him. Yeah. Like, no shot. But no, the last mission was pretty good. Mm-hmm. I felt it was a little underwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, I thought, I expected it. It's like a Call of Duty, it was typical. I expected Hassan to die.
Yeah.
And, I do think this campaign is like one of the better campaigns that COD has had like in a few years.
Yeah.
Like totally.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot harder. But I think I don't know, when they went into this, they knew that MW2 is such an iconic name, right? I feel like they went into it expecting like, we can't make this better. We shouldn't try to make it better than the original.
Okay.
I think they went in being like, let's try to make it like on par with MW2.
I can agree with that.
Because I feel like it's a tougher task to try to bring back like people like you and I and people listening that played back then that loved like MW2, this iconic series, and like top that.
Yeah.
Like on top of like all the nostalgia and stuff, because they could have easily like ruined these characters, like and just using their name, expecting people to come back and play because it's MW2, and it's Price and Ghost, and just play off of that.
Yeah, no, they definitely could have done that, but yeah, the campaign overall, like with the characters and everything about it, it felt standard enough with Call of Duty, but it did feel just like a good revamp, like in a good new story, where I wasn't clamoring for that old like nostalgia of MW2.
Exactly.
With the addition of some of the other characters that they added, like I thought Alejandro in this game was fantastic.
Yeah,
him and his partner Diego, was it?
Rodolfo.
Yeah. Was there a guy named Diego in there?
Yeah, he was the guy that you kill. Helping Valera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he like adding those characters in, huge bonus.
Yeah, Rodolfo. He was the guy that he was like, Joe, leave me in the burning building.
Yeah.
And then Alejandro came in and like he was like, we're not leaving anyone behind.
Yeah. He's like, come on, brother.
And what's the slogan for like this game? It's like it's something about a team. I can't remember.
I can't remember what it is either.
But like the whole premise of this is like we're a team.
Yeah.
The entire like slogan of this.
Yeah, and it's cool because what they did, just like in the older games, like with MW2, what even just prior to that, is they had a variety of different characters that you would follow. So they had like Price and Soap. Then they also had the ones where you're with Ghost, and then they had the ones where you're with Alejandro. So the three, more or less, right? Just those three storylines.
Yeah, it was Price and Gaz.
Price and Gaz, Soap and Ghost,
and Alejandro and Rodolfo.
And Rodolfo. Yeah. And they didn't do like the cutscene prior, where they tell you who you're gonna play as. Yeah.
It just automatically like swapped to where they are in time.
Yeah. So they took that from the older games, as well as towards the end, this kind of, it's like most stories in single player games is they funnel it down one path where they all converge, and they end up all meeting up, which was really cool. And then they all get betrayed, which I was surprised by that.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah. It's like classic betrayal moment in a game.
Yeah.
But I was definitely surprised because everything seemed pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Pretty chill.
It's like Graves is like, you guys are my brothers. I'm like, dude, then why'd you shoot him?
But bro,
shot Soap.
Bro, I like not just saying it. I hated Graves. That guy pissed me off. Like in the beginning, the way he talked to Hassan, like I'm not a Hassan fan over here, but he's just over here like his stupid Spanish English, like he's like necesito un papel. But I'm like, dude, just stop. Like you're a cringe machine.
Yeah. And make the American sound like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then he ends up being a bad guy. I'm like, dude, let's just ice this fool.
Yeah.
Like,
you and I talked about it yesterday a little bit. Like, I was excited to kill him because he shot.
I was
Soap,
stoked. I couldn't wait.
I'm like, you shot Soap. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like, really, Soap?
Yeah.
And then like you kill him, but you just blow him up like in a tank with C4. I'm like,
dude, especially all the trash that he was talking.
I know the whole time, like in the tank going around. Like,
yeah, I don't know how that works. Was he like in your comms or something?
That's what I assumed.
Can you imagine? He's just shouting through the tank. Yeah. I'm like, how does this make sense?
Yeah, I'm assuming he was in the comms.
Yeah.
But
he was in TeamSpeak.
I wanted him to like crawl out of the tank or something, or like leave the tank, and we like knife him or something like that.
Yeah, throwing knife him.
Yeah, something like that.
He kills us.
So
yeah, I was thinking the same thing, man. Like I was waiting for him, like same thing. I was waiting for him to crawl out, or for us to hop in the tank and like drag him out.
Yeah.
But they're just like standing around the tank, and they're just like, KIA. I'm like, all right, sweet.
All right, that's it. Yeah.
I was like, see ya.
Yeah, and then on to Hassan.
Yeah, and they're like, where's Shepard? He's MIA. I'm like, classic.
Yep. Yeah. And then, at the end of like the whole campaign and everything, credits roll and stuff. And for the people that played like MW2, the cutscene at the end like made sense.
Yeah, last two cutscenes they had.
Yeah, where they had they were talking about like Laswell was like, this is like the next enemy. Do you know who it is? And she passes it to Price, to Gaz, to Soap, to Ghost.
Yeah.
They're like, it's Makarov.
Yeah.
And everybody that played the old CODs were like, oh.
Yeah. Like, dude, when they said there's one more person, did you already know?
Yeah. All right. I was just everybody.
Yeah. I'm over here just like, that SpongeBob meme where he's just like,
yeah.
Like, I'm over here just like, we know who this is.
Yep. Yeah. And they showed the picture of him and it said his name and stuff. And then the next scene was a very iconic mission from MW2 and a mission that was banned a lot around the world.
Right. We talked about this in last episode. The No Russian episode.
The No Russian mission. I liked how they like made that cutscene.
Yeah.
How the guy like he 3D printed like a gun. Yeah. And like dispersed it like across his body and then like put it together on the plane. And then he got a text saying, no Russian. Mm-hmm. And then he dumped the phone into the water. And like it's crazy to think like we played through like that time already. Because like in the beginning of No Russian, Makarov is like texting whoever this guy is. It's like no Russian. And then he hangs up the phone and that's when you go into a terminal.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just another timeline that we haven't seen from it, or another side of the No Russian mission, because we haven't seen anything where there's like a plane where it landed. Like they're already down there, in the airport. So
this is Makarov's boss.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see how that'll all work out.
Isn't it weird? Like we played the past already. Yeah. Or like, well, we played like current time in the game, but like we already know what happens.
Yeah.
During that.
Well, that's what's interesting to me with some of this stuff. Like with Shepard, thinking about MW2, like what happens during that time, like they're cool with him.
Yeah.
And then he betrays them. So I'm wondering, like, how does that work out? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like there's a gap between like this and MW2 where like, you know, they're cool with Shepard.
Yeah.
And then obviously we know, you know
what happens. Yeah, he turns on you in the original MW2.
Yeah. Dude, I was so pissed. I mean, everybody was pissed.
It's
like, what?
Never forget. Yeah, man. That was the worst moment ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like stuff I never expected.
Yeah.
But yeah, that campaign ending, like for that part of it, it was pretty satisfying. It was a nice little nugget, little tease for MW3, which will come out in 2062. Just leaked, you know. We'll be collecting Social Security by that point.
If you guys, I wonder how many people didn't play MW2 and didn't get that reference at all.
Yeah, dude. You know, it's hard for us to imagine that, but I'm sure a lot of people, like, they don't get that.
Because a lot of people like started on MW19.
Yeah.
When Warzone came out.
Yeah.
And it's that's crazy to me. Like seeing that cutscene and they're like, oh, this is a new character.
Yeah, exactly. They're like Makarov, you know? And they're like, what does no Russian mean? I'm like, dude.
It's interesting too. I wonder how like their creative team came up with because the specific scene where Makarov says like no Russian and he sends that text. Someone must have been like, we can build off a story of him texting some random person.
Yeah.
And this is like a whole like other timeline.
Yeah. Now they could. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with it.
But but like overall though, I really enjoyed the campaign. Definitely the hardest Call of Duty campaign I've played.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 difficulty.
Yeah. But definitely like one of the better like campaigns. I mean, this was way better than MW19, Cold War, and Vanguard. Like,
yeah, I mean, Cold War. Yeah, Cold Wars are a weird one. Like, I like Cold War, but it's very. It can be kind of a tough one to follow. This is really straightforward. I'd give this for me like I give it around like the 8.5 area for a campaign. Like, it's definitely one of the best ones in a long time. It's not mind blowing. Like, oh my god, this is one of the best campaigns I've ever played.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like, it's up there. Like, that's a good 8.5, I would say, probably more.
I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of Call of Duty like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I will never, like, an 8 out of 10 for all of Call of Duty campaigns is pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's pretty high.
Yeah.
But you can't compare, like, this campaign to, like, any single-player game, where it's specifically made for, like, you know, this is a story game.
Oh, yeah, no.
I think it'd be different if Call of Duty only had, like, multiplayer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, in this campaign, clearly they had Warzone in mind. They had this new DMZ game mode in mind.
Right.
There are a couple times, too, I'm like, okay, we're going to be playing, like, Spec Ops on this map.
Yeah.
And, like, they introduced, like, all this stuff, because obviously I'm sure they worked on it all at the same time. But back, like, you know, in the old days, MW2, it was just multiplayer and campaign.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's multiplayer, campaign, and Spec Ops, which is nice that it's coming back, it looks like.
Yeah.
Hopefully a better time than it was in...
19.
Yeah. We don't speak about those days. Justin, what do you give this game?
But no, there's going to be 3 Spec Op missions, like, from the start.
Which is...
I wonder if they'll add, like, new ones. Because, I don't know, though, because I looked at the trophies, and there's only 3.
Right. But they might add more.
Yeah, they might add more. Let's hope they add more.
Yeah.
But they could be, like, insanely hard.
You know, I think that would be a good thing to add in. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying it, but in seasons, like... You know, part of like a season drop, like with multiplayer maps, Warzone updates, add a new Spec Ops mission or 2.
Yeah.
You know, wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you said 8.5. Probably ready for this, though.
Yeah.
IGN, you know what they gave it?
What?
6. You know what they gave Vanguard?
What?
7.
Dude, what?
Bro, can you believe that?
That's bad.
Bro, I don't know what's going on at IGN.
Yeah.
That is a smoldering hot take.
Yeah. Like an 8.5, like, that's really good for Call of Duty. Like, I don't go into, I guess, like a Call of Duty campaign expecting, like, this is going to be the best, like, story game I've played.
If you do, you're delusional.
Yeah, because
you don't play enough games.
Yeah, yeah. It's like all the other single player games that we play and that you guys play are going to be way better than like the Call of Duty campaign. Because, and again, like this campaign, I think we looked it up. It's only like 5 to 6 hours. Is that what they said online or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it took us.
Yeah. Think about every other single player game you've played. It does not take 5 to 6 hours. It takes like 10 plus, maybe even 15 plus. Like it takes
way more. Yeah. I mean, it depends on like
an actually like a linear game, a story driven game, right? Like The Last of Us or The Last of Us 2.
Dude, let me look up like while we're just talking about it, like because I totally agree. Like I'm looking at the Red Dead Redemption 2 campaign, like how many hours generally it is, if they can say. That doesn't really say. Yeah, average main story almost 50 hours.
Yeah.
Like
it's that's a story driven game.
Yeah. You can't compare.
COD is like I've never gotten into Call of Duty like this is gonna be, mind breaking.
Yeah.
Like but this campaign for Call of Duty, like I would say it's definitely up there.
Yeah.
Like they did a really good job with it.
Yeah, there was a good variety of the missions. I would say though this campaign, like kind of like closing thoughts on it, this one was way more oriented towards the stealth aspect, like of like the ghosts, like ghost unit.
Yep.
There wasn't any massive firefights and like huge explosive missions. Like that was the thing with the older ones, like the original Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. You'd have your like more stealthy. They weren't all stealth, but more I don't know, tactical missions with like soap and with ghosts and all that.
And then there were like a lot of gunfights.
And then you'd have like the United States Marine Corps missions. Like those were. They were not stealth. Those were like you're in war.
Yeah. I was gonna say that like we're playing like all stealth missions in this, and in the old CODs it's all war. You're literally in war and you're trying to fight through a war.
Yeah.
And I get I'm sure they're leaning into like the Ghost team and stuff because Ghost is a iconic character. Everyone like loves them and stuff. Personally, I'm a very big Soap fan. I really like Soap.
Yeah.
I can't, like, when Soap got shot, I was like, man,
yeah,
Graves is going to die.
Yeah, right.
By Soap's hand.
Yeah.
That's why I was pissed that, like, it was just C4 that blew him up.
Right.
I'm like,
come on. Him to suffer more.
Yeah.
I don't blame you, bro. But, yeah, it was way more oriented towards that, and us as players, we like that more.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we rate it higher.
Yeah.
Some people maybe think we're faded. Let us know what you think. Out of 10, would you give it,
We like to, like, be immersed in these games. So any stealthy game is going to make you feel more, immersed.
Yeah.
I was playing at night too, and I had like the lights dimmed and stuff. I was like, oh, I'm ready.
Yeah. Right.
This.
Oh yeah. You were locked in.
Yeah. And then before we end, like there are times during these stealth missions, I was like just playing at night. I'm like, oh fuck. like we're in a hallway and there's like 4 doors. I'm like,
oh yeah. Right.
Someone's in here. And someone's gonna jump out.
Yeah.
1,000%. And I'd go in and I'm like, do I just bash this open or do I like just open it slowly?
Yeah.
And then like I try to open it and it's locked. And I hear someone in there. I'm like, all right,
Dude, did you bash doors?
I did, yeah. Yeah.
I open.
No. I did like both pretty equally.
I open, stun.
Oh yeah.
Do like a slight open with the stun cocked and then throw it in there.
I did both depending on like the mission.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of times though, like if I heard a noise, shot through the wall, pre-fired.
Yeah, right. Just wall bang them.
Yeah. Like I hear him screaming. There was one part though. I think it was I forget what mission it was. Oh, it was a soap mission alone. Where you find the headlamp, right? And you're going through like a building. And then I opened a door, and then a dog starts barking.
Oh,
dude, I jumped so
me too.
bad,
bro.
And then I heard the guys like, "He's up there." And I'm like, "What the fuck do I do?"
I heard them like, "Well, sure, I'll go check it out." And I just saw like you could keep going. I'm like, "See you."
Yeah, I literally like, who was it? I think he was talking to Ghost. Ghost was like, "Just shoot it." I was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna kill this dog."
Yeah,
and I ran. It was like a window, right? You like hopped out the window.
Yeah, and you fall down.
Yeah, I hopped out the window, and then there was like another dog in like by this garage area, And
dude, shout out the dogs, bro.
Yeah, they saw me, and I ran out, and the enemy, they just like shot the dog, just like destroyed it.
Yeah,
and I'm like, all right. And I hid behind like a door.
Yeah,
and the guy opened the door and walked past me. I'm like, realism.
Yeah,
and then I got behind.
Yeah, no, I didn't kill the dogs in there. No way.
I didn't either.
Can't kill them.
Yeah, I mean, the thing was in the cage. Yeah, if it's attacking me, like,
yeah, of course, you got to. Yeah, the game needs you to.
It's in the cage, though. I was hoping like maybe you could let it loose or something. Like you shoot the cage and it opens or whatever. Right. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But that like freaked me out.
No, dude, that's funny. That did jump. Yeah, I jumped on that one for sure. Yeah.
Because all the other times, like, all right, someone's gonna be like behind this door or something.
Yeah. No, it wasn't too bad with the jump scares, you know?
Yeah.
COD's not my favorite horror game, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It ranks pretty low on my horror game scale.
If I was a little kid, I remember playing the original MW2, and like that was my first COD I ever played.
Yeah.
And I was like, where are these people? Like, I'm so freaked out. If I was that age again playing this, dude, like I'd be so scared just walking around at night.
That mission in particular, I'd be really scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one or a couple of the missions in the beginning with Alejandro, like where, I mean, there was a lot. Yeah, it was a dark campaign.
Yeah, it was dark.
You know.
Yeah, gritty.
Yeah,
and like even the last mission on Countdown, if I was playing that when I was younger, and like you have no weapon and you just have to run,
dude,
and like build stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, I was still like stressed out.
Oh, bro, yeah, I was gonna say, dude, 1,000. I was stressed.
Where's the medal?
Yeah, dude,
I was like, where's the fucking medal? So
I was walking around and I see like there's an input that you can have in the microwave. I'm like, you serious right now?
Yeah.
Grab a hot pocket from it.
Yeah.
I'm like, dog, what are we doing?
I'm looking for metal and like wax. I couldn't find any of this stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna run up and try to kill someone from behind and take their weapon. It doesn't let you.
Yeah. Oh,
just FYI.
Yeah. No, dude, I'd have wax and metal, and then soap the entire time. I was like, "Say, go me some metal, hey." And then I'm like, "Dude, hell yeah, let's beat this guy up." Dude, I threw a stun at somebody. They're like, throw a stun before you attack him. I did. I start like UFC this guy. Like I start just laying punches into him, and he's just like, take him. He's like, oh, and he turns around. I'm like, what?
Yeah. And
like,
then
choke him out.
Then you finally get the box cutter. Yeah. And you can just run up to them and stuff.
Yeah, just.
But, I would be freaked out if I was a kid. I'm sure. I don't know if the kids nowadays would be.
Dude, well, the last thing too about that, dude. Then you get a gun. You got 4 bullets in it.
Yeah.
And these guys all got armor. I'm like, this is trash. I'm like, this is literally worthless.
Yeah. I ran up to them even with the gun and knifed them.
Yeah, there was only like 2 or 3 guys, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Because I remember one of the guys I killed. I thought it was still part of the game when Hassan like attacks you at the end.
Me too.
I was like, oh,
dude, me too. Dude. I was like, there's no way. Like, I have to restart this.
Yeah. And then like the cutscene kept playing, and like they didn't give me some stupid quote.
Yeah,
you know. And then I'm like, oh, okay, sweet. We did it. Let's go. Like, thank God.
I was pissed. I was like, there's no way I have to restart this.
Yeah, bro, I would have been so pissed.
Yeah.
My guy over here, like on the toolbox, just like slamming away at it. And like, I remember there was one time there was a gunfight going on. Like I was literally getting shot at, but I'm just banging.
Dude. Yeah.
I was like, I'm over here. Every time I put my hand up, I'm dodging bullets. I'm like Neo in the Matrix.
Yeah. I had the pry tool and I went in and like the guy was shooting me. I'm like, come on, open it up, because. For some reason, in the DMZ mode, I guess, like you don't die as fast.
Yeah.
Because I know, like last time talk about like the soap mission.
Yeah.
There was a part where like I was like, all right, I'm not doing it stealthy anymore.
Yeah.
Like I'll still try to hide and stuff, but I ran through and like 4 people ran at me at the same time. I just went up to them.
Yes. Yeah. Nah, what you gotta do.
And I was like, okay, so I'm not dying as quick as this.
Yeah.
And then in the last mission, I'm just there like, all right, yep, shoot me. Right. Got the knife, and then I ducked down.
Yeah.
And I was good.
No, I'm glad you felt the same way with it, because, man, I was thinking that. I was like, it was stressful, but...
Yeah, no, it was stressful. Like, that's how we're going to feel in the game mode, though.
Yeah. So
like, people are going to be hunting us.
So I'm excited for it, you know? It's good that they... it makes me feel stressed. It's like, I want to feel that. I want to just be, like, kicked back in my chair chilling, you know?
Yeah, because... Man, imagine having, like, all this loot, and all of a sudden, like, someone's behind you, and you didn't know that the entire time.
Yeah.
and you lose everything.
Dude, not my wax.
Yeah, dude, yeah. You took everything.
Bro, I had 700 candles on me, bro. The candles just pouring out. You see Yankee candles everywhere. You're like, God damn it.
Yeah, but overall, what you gave it an 8.5?
Yeah, 8.5.
8.5, yeah. I give it an 8. You know, pretty solid ratings.
Solid campaign, everything that, we talked about. Yeah, I think it's definitely one of the better ones. So when you get the game, when it comes out on Thursday, go play the campaign.
Yeah. Well, when they're listening to this.
Or Friday, yeah. So it's already out.
Yeah. So let us know what you think of the multiplayer, because, I mean, we're going to be grinding it when it comes out.
Yeah, no. For sure.
And when you guys listen to this, happy Halloween.
Yes, happy Halloween.
If you celebrate Halloween and you're from the U.S.
Yep. And if you're trick-or-treated, hopefully you got some smoking candy bars.
Yeah, some like Twix.
Yeah.
What else?
Dude, you know what?
Snickers.
I've been on. You know what I've been on? The Milk Dud. Not Milk Dud. Sorry. The Whoppers. Do you know those?
Oh, the Whopper balls.
Yeah, Whopper balls.
I like those.
Goated.
Yeah.
Malted milk.
I didn't like those when I was little, but I like them now.
Incredible candy. Those and 100 Grands, underrated. Slept on.
I don't eat those.
You don't like 100 Grands?
No.
Dude, 100 Grands for me, slept on.
I don't eat those. They have like almonds in them, right?
No, they got no almonds in them. There's just like 100 Grand is literally like it's candy. No, it's candy. Thank you, bro. No, it's caramel. I don't know what else is in it, but it's like a Nestle like Crunch bar out like exterior with like the puffed rice kind of thing, like in the chocolate, and then just caramel on the inside.
Oh, maybe I have had it.
Bro, there's no way you don't like those.
I don't. Yeah.
Because
that sounds like something I would like. Maybe it was one of those, like, I see the Twix and I see the Snickers. Like, that would be one that, like, all right, I'll just save it for, like, later on. I'm going to eat all the good stuff first.
Yeah. Bro, like, for me at the bottom of the barrel, Musketeers.
Yeah. I mean, I like Three Musketeers.
Like, they're not bad, but...
Or whatever.
Bro, if
I don't like Almond Joys, but that's because I don't like almonds.
Yeah.
I hate Almond Joys.
Well, and they're almond and coconut too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I love almond joys. I'm an almond fan and coconut.
Yeah.
The dream made in heaven.
I don't want almonds. Just give me like peanuts.
Dude, your Haribo gummy bears?
No, no.
Take them, bro.
Yeah.
That's a hot take. I don't care. Take them.
No, I don't like No, I'll rephrase that. Worms. I like that stuff because there's sugar like around them.
Yeah.
But like the just gummy stuff, like gummy worms and gummy bears, like, with no sugar. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, no, get that out of here.
Yeah, if I'm gonna go through like chewing that much, I want like
you want some crunch. Like it's like the Airheads with with like the sugary sour exterior.
Yeah,
slam them all day.
Yeah,
or like what were they called? The sour strips.
Yeah, sour strips.
Yeah,
those are rad. I want that. If I'm chewing that much.
Dude, now I gotta get candy.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap this up, bro. MW2 sour strips. Goat. Okay.
But yeah, overall, great campaign. I hope you guys played it. And if you haven't had the chance to play it, game comes out this Friday. So by the time you guys already listen to this, I hope you guys play the campaign.
Yeah.
It's pretty quick. Hopefully you get the chance to just bang through it and then multiplayer.
And let us know what you think.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. I think we're good to go, brother.
Yeah. So thank you, everyone. This has been episode 89 of the COD Casuals. We're your host, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Take it easy, everybody.
See ya.